Guys, I got a question for you all.
What's that?
What's the best kind of cookie? Soft? Do we like the soft or the crispy?
So objectively speaking, it's Oreo, right? Like that's
Well,
legally
are we talking
the
about
best
like
cookie.
the type of cookie or the consistency of the cookie?
No, it's got to be the consistency.
Okay,
When
so
you like,
soft.
when you we're talking
So,
homemade
if
cookies.
soft
Do you want it
cookie.
soft or crispy?
Like
I want it
fresh
soft.
out. Fresh
Soft,
out. Soft.
easy.
Oh my god!
Soft.
You're a hard
You
man.
want a hard
Listen,
cookie?
you're eating raw cookie dough at
That
that
is the
point.
fucking
No,
best,
Yeah,
though.
do
Raw
you-
cookie
do you
dough
not
is
order
the best.
chewy Chips Ahoy?
no. Oh my god, you're just eating rubber. You're eating rubber
Dude,
at that point,
raw,
dude.
Eating
It's
the,
so much better.
Eating the raw cookie dough is better than eating
Yeah,
the cookie.
That's
You know
even
what?
better.
So
I like having a cookie. It's be crunchy.
Listen.
It's
I
crumbly.
will
That's how the
accept-
cookie
I will
crumbles.
accept a crunchy cookie.
You ever
if
heard
I
that?
Get one, but
Yeah.
if I were to choose,
'cause it's too
a
soft.
cookie is where it's at.
Yeah.
Listen. You know, soft cookies don't crumble. Crispy cookies crumble.
Look,
And you know, that only leaves me just one more question, okay? What is this? Some sort of podcast? All right, hey everyone, and welcome to the podcast. My name's Dane Pisias.
I am Alex Bates.
I'm Nate Brigman.
I'm Elijah Darty.
So, welcome back to episode 2.
Episode 2.
you may notice.
We are now better than
We've got-
most white guys who start a podcast.
We true.
So much technology now.
Yeah,
we
we've
got to
upgraded.
upgrade. We got
Upgrades,
mics. We
people,
got
get your
mics.
upgrades.
You can hear us now. We
I
can do
love
ASMR.
robots.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Last time,
Never
you
do that
know,
again.
last time we only had the one mic we all gather around. This
Yeah.
time we got 4. We got 4 mics.
Now we could call the podcast Four Dudes, Four Mics.
That's
Like the
it.
General
New name,
Grievous of
new name.
podcasts
New name,
now.
Four Dudes, Four Mics.
4 dudes, 4 minds.
So, guys, what have you?
Just wait till we get to Four Dudes, 8 Mics.
Ooh.
double mic'd up. We got one in each hand. It's like
That's when you got the stereo audio. One for left, one for right.
Yeah, that way you can whisper in their left ear or their right
it's
ear.
like, it's like a
Yes.
scintillating simulation for the listener.
So, what have you guys been up to lately? It's been 2 weeks since we've last met. Now we had that storm, that snow.
Got
Last
pushed
week.
back.
Yeah, we got pushed back.
I never actually announced it was canceled because I remembered. Oh wait, we don't actually have a schedule yet. For
Yeah,
people-
no one
for
knows
people to-
when it's
No
gonna be
one's
posted.
expecting it to come out anyway.
They could just be like, oh, there's one episode.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah, one episode, that's all they're going to have.
But now, or I think we're announcing weekly is the goal.
That's gonna be the goal, you know. We're gonna be uploading these hopefully every Friday morning, so you got something to listen to every week. I know we got a few fans out there who are just waiting. They're sitting at home laying in bed, nothing to do but to listen to some sort of
They-
podcast.
Oh, man,
Breath,
I
dude.
need that 30-minute episode.
That 30 minutes, they're craving for it.
It's the best 30 minutes of their week.
Oh.
I got a bit of a story to tell.
Oh man, okay,
pod,
lay it on
on
us.
the
Lay it
pod.
on us.
So I was chilling at home playing Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, boy.
Great game.
Bad game.
It's a
Ooh,
great
fight,
game.
fight.
Bad.
I don't know why.
Explain why you
think-
don't like
do you
it,
think it's
Dan.
bad.
Ratchet.
I mean, he is an asshole.
Clank.
He's such an asshole.
Yeah, you
Bad
don't
game.
like Ratchet or Clank.
Nope. Come up with a better
I
name.
don't like the game. Gex supremacy,
Listen,
bro.
the third one's called Up Your Arsenal. That's like the best
That is pretty
name for
clever.
any.
I don't get it.
Shoot him. It's because it sounds like up your ass.
That would have been funny if they just named it up.
Ratchet and
But
Clank.
it's like a
up
British.
your
It's like
ass.
arse. Like a British
Okay,
person.
sure.
So yeah, I was
Arsenal.
Up your arse, you know.
I was playing Ratchet and Clank. I get a text from.
Wait, who do you play as? Ratchet or Clank?
I play as Arsenal.
I don't think you know how the game works.
Plays
I've
as-
never played it
You
yet.
play as both of them at all times.
Plays as-
What?
It's like
the Red Among
Banjo
Us
Kazooie, where like one's your backpack and you're the other.
Oh, gotcha. I never
Um,
played that either, but...
It's like Call of Duty, where you play both Call and Duty.
Yeah.
Oh, now I get what you're saying.
It's like Fallout when you play Fallen
It's
Out.
like it's like Fortnite, how you play both the fort and now.
Okay. It's like Minecraft where you Minecraft.
Okay, now that we've said every,
That is every
anyone,
game
does
ever.
anyone
We're
want to
gonna
do
go through every-
Overwatch, or are we just gonna?
Yeah, when you're over and you watch.
It's
Anyway,
like PUBG when you're
this has-
PUBG.
that had nothing to do with the story. I was playing my game and I get a text from a friend of mine, high school friend of mine. So they hit me up and we're like childhood friends. And he messaged me. This is the message he sends me. Do you remember when we were kids and we talked about going dumpster diving?
You went dumpster diving as a kid?
Stop. And immediately I respond with, I remember you talked about it a lot. And I mean, it's true. Like, ever since he was like 13, he saw like some videos on like, I don't know, Facebook or something, where it's like people digging through dumpsters, finding like good shit or whatever.
You can find great stuff behind the Entertain Mart.
And ever since, and ever since then, he's been dead set on going dumpster diving. Even now that he's like, 19 and has gotten to the point of realizing, oh, it's probably fake, he still wanted to do it so bad. And so I was like, you know what? I'll come watch you dig through dumpsters. Not getting in one myself.
Yeah.
And so I drove up, met him, and we were driving to the dumpster, and he goes, "Don't worry, it's legal." And I look at him and go, "No, it's not."
Can you remember the 38th Congress of Missouri? They met and said,
if you have to preface
Well,
an activity
no,
with
here's
"Don't
the
worry, it's legal," I
It's
think
probably
that's
not legal.
probably
Here's
like-
the thing: if you Google it, it says it's legal in the state of Missouri and Illinois.
"That's right. That's
Not
freedom right there."
As long as it's not on private property.
Nah, that's where they
There's
get
But
you.
I
Exactly.
hate to break this to you.
What public property has
There's
dumpsters
no
on it?
dumpster on public property.
Yeah.
So very much is a crime. So we go to the local GameStop, which is obviously the first place you wanted to go. And so
What's he
starts-
think
you just
he's
like-
gonna find in the?
So was
So
this
he
like,
starts-
Was this like broad daylight?
No, it was like 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
So I'm bashing him, right? I'm like, dude, you're not gonna find anything. You're just gonna dig through a dumpster for the next hour, and I'm gonna watch you. This is the stupidest shit you've ever done. Lo and behold, he finds like a $30 Nintendo Switch case, no damage, sitting in the dumpster.
They just throw so much stuff away.
I know, and I was like,
Did he take it?
yeah.
Obviously.
And I bet seconds after the Dark Knight, he hears from behind him, Batman.
Batman.
It's the freaking bat!
What are you doing?
So already, I was so upset
name is
because
Gotham.
the first dumpster we went to, already he'd been proven right that there is apparently good stuff in dumpsters.
Alex, it's clearly you're the one who's in the wrong.
You're
here.
Yeah,
He's
I
right
mean,
about this. You
you're
need to
I'm-
hop in.
I'm now super upset about it. Still don't want to get a dumpster. And then we go to the Entertain Mart dumpster,
Oh man.
and we find like an old school, like it looks like a lunchbox, but it's a CD carrying case.
Yeah, yeah,
Where you
okay.
still slide, like you slide the whole case in for it.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm.
Filled with CDs. And
Really?
so yeah.
CD's nuts.
And so I was like,
Oh.
I don't want that Nintendo Switch case because when I have one that was not fish out of the dumpster.
You discriminate against the dumpster case.
But for the sake of memories, I want the 2 Eminem CDs out of that.
Oh my god.
Oh, so that's why you've been listening to
Yes,
Eminem.
and so I've just been listening to those 2 Eminem CDs for like the past week.
Wait, so this was recent that you just went
Yes.
dumpster diving.
Oh, that's
Yes.
fun.
Well, he didn't participate.
I
he
didn't.
watched.
I held
He
the
was
light.
the getaway. He was the getaway driver.
Okay, let's be honest.
Just look out.
It's clearly the same thing.
You're
You know-
you're,
No, I was
you're
You-
an
you-
accomplice to this crime.
Yeah, I was an accessory.
You weren't
to
an
dumpster
accomplice.
diving.
I could report you to.
You're putting this
The
on
jail.
the
He's
internet.
putting this on
Yes,
the
I
internet.
am putting this on the.
I could
I'm
call
willing
the
to
government
risk
right now,
this.
Mr. Joe Biden. I have a terrorist, frankly,
On domestic soil. no
on
less.
domestic soil. We
The
need to get him taken
dumpster
care of.
Deserved that $30 Nintendo Switch case.
You know, the one thing, what drives me crazy is Nintendo. They always make all these accessories for their systems and the
Well, you
games
gotta
they come
get
out
the
with.
fishing rod so you can play Big Game Hunter 2012.
Well, it's every game they come out with. Like, oh, remember all like the steering wheels they made for Mario
Yeah,
Kart
like,
Wii?
I have
Wii
so many of
Okay, I have
those.
so many like Wii Sports
too.
Resort things. You got the tennis, the
Yeah,
table
there's a-
tennis.
They had a
paddles.
tennis.
There's
No.
a
They
bowling
have-
ball. Have you seen the bowling ball?
They have a
No
bowling
way.
ball.
Yeah, you put the remote in it, and it's just a plastic round ball, and you just put the remote in it. And
Wait, do you throw it like?
No,
No,
you
have to-
just
you just
you
hold it with the-
hold it right,
That seems like a
And there's-
recipe for disaster.
and you just do the motion like you always
like
do.
so.
No.
I
Wait,
assume
does
you
it
have
have a
you have the
wristband,
the-
right?
I think
the safety strap.
yes,
is
there's a
on.
wristband.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every
It's like
Nintendo
all the
product.
Wii
Yeah.
remotes have that.
And I think there's like buttons inside the.
Oh,
Oh, that is
The handhold
that's still the
that's
stupidest
so you
thing.
can
that
let
is
go.
that is like extravagant and ridiculous.
It's very
Nintendo has a history of like not making profit on these things either, because they had the Power Glove first,
Oh, what a beautiful.
and we all
invention.
know.
Before
yeah,
that, they had the Virtual Boy. You know about
the
Virtual
I don't
Boy?
know about the Virtual Boy.
So this was the first like a quote unquote attempt at VR was the Virtual Boy. And it was this little red like dinky, like a little dinky stand like tripod that went up about maybe 3 feet at most. and then it had like what would look like, like goggles for a VR thing, but you didn't attach it to your head or anything. Like you had to push your face up against it and just sit there like that.
So it's like when you go to the optometrist and they have you like look in the thing and look at the like balloon.
But
in the
yeah,
distance.
like essentially that's what it was. Everything was red. That was the only color that it could produce was red.
Beautiful.
It's Crimson games. So you got Crimson Mario, you got Crimson.
Pokemon Red.
it was
even better on it.
Honestly, probably one of the worst things they've ever made was the Virtual Boy. I think the Power Glove, now looking back, is badass.
Power Glove is retro and cool looking.
It is.
The
pretty
Virtual
cool.
Boy isn't.
No one's gonna say that about the bowling ball of the Wii,
That's true.
though.
No,
No
that's
one's
true.
gonna be
It's
20 years
so
from now.
retro.
This looks super cool.
I bet you 20 years from now, someone's gonna be cracking out like, did not. I said cracking out. It sounds like they're on drugs. Like
Yeah, I
they're
was like-
cracking out the Wii game. And they're gonna be like, dude, remember when we used to play? And like they're gonna order it like from some website. It's gonna say at the
Yeah,
bottom, frequently
it's-
bought
it's gonna-
together,
it's-
and it's
it's-
gonna have the bowling ball right
No,
there.
or
And
the
they're gonna
bowling
be,
ball is
and they're
gonna
gonna
be
be
like
like,
this.
hell yes, I'm gonna buy.
Alex,
the bowling ball.
here's a scenario I see. 20 years from now, two teenage boys, one of them messages their friend saying, hey, remember how we used to go dumpster diving? They're going to open that dumpster and they're going to see the bowling ball. They're going to see all these
It's
Nintendo
gonna-
gear.
I'm gonna get a phone call, and I'm gonna hear. Remember how we used to go dumpster diving? You're my one phone call.
You're my one phone call in jail. Come dive me out of jail right now.
Oh my
I'll be in the
gosh. It's
dumpster.
like a Mission
Come get
Impossible
me.
where like they gotta drop through the ceiling, dumpster dive out.
You know, with all these stories, it really gives this podcast some life. And that kind of brings us to our first segment that we ever have of this podcast called our Slice of Life.
Ooh, slice of life.
And on this segment today, we're gonna order pizza, right? That's what's going on.
We're
Yeah,
hungry.
I am
We're really
starving
hungry.
right now.
It
So,
took us
um,
like 3 hours
It's
to
like
set up.
7:30
I
right
haven't
now at
eaten
night.
lunch since 1.
So Elijah's gonna order a pizza.
So that's a terrible way to frame that
that's
sentence.
all
I
the
haven't
segment
eaten
is.
lunch since 1.
You guys don't know what time it is, but we're so hungry. Take a guess at what time it is.
I just said what time.
Leave,
Oh, we already said it.
What time? What time?
Leave-
7:30.
Oh,
leave in the
it's
comments below what time.
Easter
Cut out
egg.
me saying it.
Okay, so where are we gonna eat? Domino's, Pizza Hut? Like, what?
Oh,
I mean,
That's
here's the
Taco
thing.
Bell.
What
Taco
is
Bell
what
Pizza
is the
Hut.
best? Obviously, we're getting a pizza delivered. So, what is the best place to get a pizza delivered from?
Taco Bell.
Listen, I don't know that much.
The
because
Mexican pizza, you know.
Back in our
I don't know
hometown,
about
there
that.
wasn't any pizza delivery places, so
Okay,
Yeah, back in my
So,
day, we had to drive to
I-
the
we had
pizza.
to go to the
Okay.
hilltop.
to the
We
people
delivered
that
our own
don't know,
pizza.
I am a bigger gentleman. I know a lot about a food. And my personal favorite is Domino's. Just gonna put that out there. I really,
You
like
know,
Domino's
isn't that
pizza.
that niche pizza place you had back in California?
Yeah, back in
I thought that was the best.
back on
place.
Hollywood
Yeah,
Boulevard, you had.
Oh,
No, you said Domino's. That's where he had,
Oh,
right?
that's true. They did bring up Domino's.
I like
It was
Domino's
Pizza
because
by the Slice, New York. I don't know. I don't remember the name of
Hope-
that place. Do Domino's have a mascot or something? Like
It's
when
the
you think
die.
they used to have
You
that.
flick the die over and it orders the pizza.
Didn't
I
they?
don't know.
Didn't they used to have that the Noid? Was that
They
the
still
Noid?
have that. Yeah, the
That was a thing.
avoid the Noid. Isn't that their
Yeah,
thing?
I think that's like an antagonist though.
Well, I think he was a good guy.
But
I don't think he was the
I,
good.
I
guy.
think-
avoid the Noid doesn't.
I
Sound
think.
like,
Well, I think he was like the Trix Rabbit, where like
I think it's more like a Hamburglar situation.
No, I don't think he was that bad.
Well-
He's no Hamburglar.
I mean, he's not as famous, but he could be just as bad.
So actually, Domino's has a mascot called the Noid. The Noid was created in 1986 by Group 243. I guess that's like a.
Oh, those guys.
The
Yeah.
group 243?
Yeah,
What,
the
is that
group.
the antagonist or the protagonist?
Okay.
242's the protagonist.
Did he steal the pizza or was he?
But, like if
No, yeah, he was Avoid the Noid. That
so
he-
it's the
yeah,
antagonist.
I guess he would be something like that. I don't know. I'm looking
Or
more.
just
like a
they're
Hamburglar
or,
situation.
or they're just like prejudiced.
I mean, look at this. Look at this guy. He
Well-
looks like someone you want to avoid.
I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of like people hated him.
Yeah,
Like, I
there
think-
was like some controversy around it. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
there was look up
Jared from
Noid
Subway. No.
Noid controversy.
Okay, I'll look at the.
Because there was something that like that's why you never see him
Wait,
anymore. There
what?
was some.
Okay. So I clicked on the top of it, and the first thing that pops up in the Google search is Noid Domino's killing.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Did
That's
somebody get killed because of the noise?
Okay, so
Yeah.
They
Death-
didn't avoid him.
yeah. They didn't listen to the advertisements.
Okay,
They
so
literally told him what to do.
Yeah.
it's called Death and Pizza: How Domino's Lost Its Mascot.
Death and pizza.
In 1986, advertising agency Group 243 was tasked with creating a mascot for Domino's Pizza. Their creation, the Noid, was one of the most inexplicably popular mascots in corporate history.
I disagree.
You ain't from
Like,
the 80s, though.
Well,
I mean,
pause. He.
Ronald.
Can we all talk about?
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald
Yeah.
McDonald.
Ronald.
One of the best mascots ever.
I just
Some
want to
people
talk
say
about
the
how.
best.
I just want to talk about how Elijah pronounced inexplicably.
Say it again, bud.
Inexplicably?
Yeah, he knows it now, but
Inexplicably.
to those of you listening, you'll
There's
know.
no B. There's
You'll know
no
what
B.
I'm
There's
talking
no B in
about.
that
yeah.
word.
Well, this is going to be a constant thing. If I'm ever reading something, I will mispronounce something. Anyways.
Oh, great.
It doesn't
for
even
audio.
matter if you're reading something.
So, but in a case of branding gone bad, the Noid's rise plummeted when he inspired a real life crime by a schizophrenic namesake. Even compared to the worst corporation mascots, the Noid was a unique, grotesques. I think that's grotesque, right?
Grotesque.
Grotesque.
Or grotesque,
Grotesquerie.
yeah.
Yeah, grotesque. Wow, that's a big word, boys.
Yeah. So yeah.
Aren't you in college?
I remember now. Yes.
His last name was Noid, so he thought.
Oh
that
yeah, and he thought
He
everyone
thought
was
everyone
like,
was like,
yeah,
everyone
was
was talking to
telling
him
you
about
avoid
it. So
him.
he went and he held the Domino's hostage. The
Oh
people
my
in it
gosh.
with a gun, and he had a gunfire fight with the police. I think. Let me read this article.
Based. And honestly,
So-
I understand where he's coming from.
I mean,
maybe
yeah, avoid the
Pizza
Noid.
Hut.
That could have been included in our last name bit, our last episode. Noid.
Let's go. Cut it back in.
Yeah, so
We'll just keep making episode 1 longer.
Kenneth Lamar Noid walked into a Domino's Pizza in Atlanta, Georgia, with a .357 Magnum revolver and took 2 employees hostage. After a 5-hour standoff during which Noid demanded $100,000 in ransom money, the employees in question escaped. And so then after that, he got admitted to a mental institution for
Oh, he
3
needs
months
help.
and then committed
Understandably so.
suicide.
Oh,
So he
The
killed
Noid.
himself because of the Noid.
And I assume
Wow.
life imitates art there, and they stopped using the Noid after that.
See,
The
you
Noid
would
killed
think
himself.
that. You would think that they would stop using the Noid after that. I was driving down the road the other day. I saw the Noid.
You saw the
He was on the
Noid?
side of
I
the road.
saw
He had
the
a sign-
Noid.
he had a
He's
sign up.
back.
He had a sign, and the sign said,
No, I drove
we'll do
past,
anything for money, for coke, and
Yeah.
hookers."
I saw him in California, actually. No, I
shout out to that guy.
saw the Domino's and like they had that ad on the side of the Noid. So
I don't think I've ever
Yeah, I don't think
seen
I've
the
ever
Noid
seen
in
it.
I feel like the
flesh.
Noid. I feel like the Noid, like
it's probably a dark omen.
you'd be driving and like you'd see
It's like a murder of crows. If you see the Noid, bad looks coming
I
your
feel
way.
like the Noid will pop up on like the side of a U-Haul with like a little factoid next to it. You know?
So,
like, how many
actually,
U-Hauls.
This truck takes 33 miles to the gallon.
And then like the Noid as that. I was like, did you know some guy killed himself because of the Noid?
So the Noid actually has a page on villains Wikipedia fandom.
So he is a bad
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
He's a bad guy. Yeah.
He is a bad guy. But
There's
he's not a bad guy.
there's no good guy that we avoid. There's no protagonist. Avoid.
Yeah, that's true.
Most presidents.
Avoid Hercules.
Are they good guys? Would you call them a good guy?
Would you call them good guys?
I don't think I'd call George Washington a good guy.
I mean,
Oh, let's not get
Avoid Bill
we're
Clinton.
supposed to. Sheeple.
We're instilled that they're the good guys.
Or American citizens, avoid me.
Don't avoid me. I'm the best president.
The best
Best
president. There's no one better than me. If you think
Sleepy
someone else is
Sleepy
better-
Joe. He's a little bitch. My opponent is gay. I'm not gay.
All right, so fellas, now we have a very important decision to make. What kind of crust are we having on this pizza?
Thin.
Thin?
I mean, I like hand hand tossed.
I mean, I don't like crust, so I like.
Okay,
I like
now
that.
hold
I like
on.
little substance.
I want to just raise a discrepancy here. Alex, you like crispy pizza, but you don't like crispy cookies, huh?
No, it's not that I like crispy. One, I just don't like pizza. That's gonna be aired to the grievances to many.
Oh, so we're gonna.
You know
I
what?
over
Keep
this.
your eyes out for the Noid, fella.
Exactly.
The Noid's gonna hunt you down and gut you like a
So-
fish.
So I don't like pizza, and now here's something I'm gonna teach you, everyone in your daily life. If you ever meet someone who says I don't like pizza and won't eat it, is lying to you. They just want to be, they just want it for attention. Because everyone who doesn't like pizza knows that you have to suck it up. Because every event or hangout or anything where there's more than 3 people, pizza's what you're eating. So
It's just
either
like-
you're eating it or you're
Yeah.
not eating.
It's convenient. It comes to you.
I mean, exactly. Like it's just your
It's
only
like,
option in life.
It comes in bite-sized things.
I.
portions.
What do you think parties would look like if pizza didn't exist?
There would be a
There
lot.
would
They would
be-
get people would get drunk a lot faster because they have less in their stomachs.
Hot dogs.
Hot
Hot
You
dog
have-
party.
but you have to make the hot
Hot
dog, so
dog
that's still part of
party.
an issue.
No.
Do you think
No.
they deliver hot dogs instead? Of pizza?
Without parties, there would be no more Domino's, no more Pizza Hut, no more Noid. No.
I'm glad Bernie
Wait.
Sanders is narrating
Wait.
this.
There would be only the dog restaurants.
There would be only free college for everyone.
Are
was
you
like-
saying that the parties lead to the pizza and not the other way around?
I'm saying without parties, Domino's, no business, out of business. No Domino's, no
Oh, so you
business.
think
Well,
it's-
Hot dog industry is rising up.
Well, I
Wiener
don't
Schnitzel.
think that Domino's would be invented if there was no pizza.
What's the next pizza? Pizza all of a sudden doesn't exist on the face of the planet anymore. What replaces it? As
Hot
the-
dogs.
as
No.
go-to?
The Mexican pizza
Hot dogs.
from Taco
No.
Bell.
Y'all are wrong. Every pizza place, at least like every major pizza place, has a wings division. The wings would
Oh,
take over.
It would be wings. I think he's right.
Listen,
Like Domino's, at Domino's, you can order wings.
I'm just gonna say this. Actually,
Ooh,
wait, what's
oh.
the names?
I have
What's-
an idea. Party subs. I think those
So
would make a
those are
bigger
more of a-
comeback. Like the really
those are
big,
a
like the
novelty.
10-foot sandwiches.
Those are a novelty, bro.
Yeah, but then they'll become a
That's
necessity.
not cost
No.
effective though.
No, those are gone. Hot dogs.
Wait,
It's not hot dogs.
What-
There
Okay,
is only-
Not hot
compromise
dogs.
with me. A party hot dog.
Oh,
It's just
oh
it's
Christ!
10
This is-
feet
this
long.
10-foot long
and you
meat
cut
tube.
out,
That
you
is
cut out
horrific.
your
It's
section
like,
of hot
There's like
dog.
7 pigs in it. It's
Okay,
like-
listen. All I'm saying.
It's
That's
just
the-
that's the
there's
only type of
different
hot dog.
condiments as you go down. So
you got like a relish section, you got a
Yeah.
mustard section to catch.
That's right. That's
there
right.
were
Now
no
you guys are
pizzas,
thinking.
Calzones would take over.
No,
No,
calzones are pizza. Those
just
are the
a pizza
same
with the top on
thing.
You're
it.
just trying to be like, yeah, I'm playing 4D chess. If there wasn't
Yeah.
pizza, we'd just make pizza.
You guys aren't smart enough to watch Rick and Morty like I am.
Elijah, I got a problem with you.
Oh, okay.
Same.
What the hell is wrong with your car?
Oh,
Oh.
gosh.
There's more lore to this now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I've waited. I want to know. So context. We were hanging out a few months ago at this point.
It was
and-
last year.
Yes.
This is February 7th.
Elijah pulls
Or
into
6th.
my house, and parks, and his engine is smoking. Like visibly, there is steam and smoke coming out of his engine, and I don't like for you listeners out there who aren't that automotively inclined. The engine isn't supposed to produce smoke. It's
little
actually
basic
it's one
factoid
of the
for
few
you.
things it's not supposed to produce. And Elijah just goes, "Yeah, it does that sometimes." To which I said, "No, it doesn't. No engine does that ever."
Something's
because if
fucked
it's
up.
because if it's doing that, it's no longer an engine.
It just means it's working hard. It's
So-
doing its
Yeah,
job.
it's
More like
working
hardly
hard.
working.
So okay. So I forget the real words for it, but basically, so there's an oil link.
It's fucked up.
Stop
Yeah, it's
locking your mouth.
okay. It's fucked up. That's the end
Technical
result.
term
I mean,
for
I
it.
can't even start it right now. But beyond that, so basically, there's an oil leak on top of the engine. I don't remember what it is. It's like a head gasket or something.
Oh,
I
so
don't know.
the steam is just boiling oil.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
And-
one of those things that's really good to have nice and hot.
and also, not only that, but the plastic that the coolant goes into also broke off, so the coolant is spilling onto the engine. So it's a mixture of coolant and oil burning together.
sure
Your
didn't-
engine is just constantly having a
Are
shower.
you sure you just
Yeah.
didn't like overheat the hell out of it and just melt all of that shit?
Yeah, well, it's a
Oh.
plastic part, which, if you ask me, is just stupid design. Who puts plastic in an engine?
It's plastic.
A
It's
lot of the
literally
car
most
is
versatile-
plastic.
We would be in the Stone Age if we didn't have plastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
Terrible for the
basically,
environment, though. But
It's awful for the environment.
yeah.
Who puts gold in a computer parts? Like, what's up with
that should be on my neck.
that? Waste of currency.
Anyways, so
Fort Knox is just a bunch of gold chains.
I was gonna say Fortnite.
Fortnite.
basically,
Battle
it,
pass.
it like smoked a lot, and that was a real problem because
Oh, so it's a lung issue.
Stoner.
yeah, well,
Okay.
Stoner.
actually, speaking of lung issue, I could only drive it for a very short time because literally the smoke would start coming through the vents and
Whoa.
suffocate me
It's
from
coming
the
like into
inside.
the cabin of the vehicle
Yes.
now?
Yes, it was going into the cabinet. Like
You're
it
gonna
started doing
give
that.
yourself carbon monoxide.
I haven't
poisoning.
drove it
You're
in
going
a
to
long
die.
time.
No, he's like gonna give himself cancer later in life. He's inhaling
Getting
carcinogens.
engine cancer.
Oh yeah, no, it's really bad.
It's
I'm-
probably the equivalent of like going through 10 packs a day, like
It's
being
like-
in there for
it's like
1 minute.
Walter White. You're gonna be Walter White.
no.
You're getting-
God.
Yo.
You're getting
I am the
all of the
danger.
negative side effects of smoking without the nicotine. So
Yeah, it's real rough.
You're getting like
So-
the worst reasons to smoke.
So yeah,
I just like it because it burns
It's just
inside.
it's like, you're gonna put a hole in my throat. That's why I smoke.
another thing on top of that. Not only is that happening, but when I was in high school, somebody took off with my door when I was in the high school.
Whoa,
parking
whoa,
lot.
whoa, whoa.
They took like they just yoinked and
Okay, I opened up my door to get in my car, and then they were behind me in their big red truck, and they
Oh, and
came
they
up
hit
and
it.
they took my door with them.
Yeah,
I
as they
thought
went.
I thought you meant like as a practical joke. They like grabbed a
Like, rips
drill
the
and like
door.
Oh, no.
attached it and ran
Elijah,
away.
I have a question
Jeep.
for
Yeah.
you. Did they have like a red jumpsuit? Did they have like the Noid outfit on? Was it the Noid who
Floppy-
took your
some floppy
door?
ears.
Did you see a bunny rabbit stick his head
Yeah.
out the side of the
You know,
Gotcha,
it
bitch.
actually was.
Did the wheels have like big pizza?
See, 'cause that's what you have to avoid.
Yeah, you gotta avoid
Avoid the Noid. He'll take your car door.
Yeah.
But
Did
yeah,
he jump
so,
out of the car and throw it in the back of his truck too, and like run off with the whole car door?
So ever since then, I've been having a lot of problems. I can't shut my door right. My lights are always on. When I'm driving down the highway at night.
Well, your lights are on because it thinks the door is open.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, you're 100%
Ding,
correct.
ding.
Well, it is open in a way.
Yeah,
but-
it constantly has a light on. It's so annoying. It came to a point where I literally, one time when I was driving down the highway, just stuck my hand back to the light, ripped it out, and then shoved it back in so the light wasn't shining at me. Because I just got to my breaking point of the light shining in my eyes at
I
night.
think
Bro,
you need a
perform-
new car.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you,
no,
not
most
even a
definitely.
new car. I think you just
You have to
need
perform a Mortal Kombat
You just
fatality
need
on
to-
your
Yeah.
car to shut something up. You're
Yeah,
gonna
then
have
your
to-
car is gonna form a fatality on you, man.
And now,
Brutality.
Brutality.
What was the cause of death? Well, you see, smoke inhalation.
Also, he was driving and fucking with the light in the back and he crashed off the road.
yeah, his pupils are real dilated.
Yeah.
You know, I bet if you're doing that,
He was
your
on
mom,
fire.
your mom would be in the car with you as a kid, saying, "Don't fuck with the light. The police are gonna pull you over." They ever tell you that, like your
Well,
parents?
no, they told me like I can't see. Like they drive off the
Oh.
road.
That's what.
if it was-
Oh,
yeah, that's what they told me as well.
well, my parents always said like we'd be pulled over. Like the cops said it was illegal to have
You
the
know,
lights on.
sometimes-
I've heard people talk about that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was okay if I was reading. So.
Oh, if you're reading.
Yeah.
If the cops don't care as long as you're reading.
No. They
Cop
never said
pulls
anything
you
about-
over.
That's stupid. They never said anything about the cops pulling.
Your
us
Honor,
over.
my client was reading.
Case dismissed. Gong, gong.
You got a 37 car
I
pilot.
have
yeah, but I
just
was
one
reading, bro.
question. What book?
What
I don't know. I was
book?
like 7.
Oh, you don't know? And it slams the
Oh.
gavel. Guilty.
Yeah, I don't remember. So.
But now we're at the point.
Elijah, I hate you.
Yeah, I know. I hate myself too. But
I
so
want
yeah.
it to just be a hard smash cut straight to
The middle of
Elijah, I
Elijah
hate you.
talking, and it's just, Elijah, I hate you.
yeah, perfect.
But okay, so yeah, my car, it it no longer starts. It was originally what I thought, just a thing about the battery. The battery ran out, so we'd have to jump it.
Does it take double A's?
Yeah, it takes double A's.
Deep.
But I jumped it already twice, and I jumped it the night before. Like my dad.
Does it have any money left at this point?
You jumped it.
Yeah.
You know your fucking money.
No. Okay. So my
Okay,
dad.
Dane didn't
My
like that
dad went to
joke.
my dad went to my school, and he jumped my car for me, and it was worked. I drove around my college campus, and it worked fine. I then went inside because it was late at night, and I went to bed, and I go back into the morning
And then
to
like
get
it
back
came
into
into
my
your
car.
room at midnight and was like, "Can I sleep with you?"
Yeah, it was-
Elijah, I have a little question right now.
Yeah.
So why did you need to drive around the campus, when you have that electric scooter that you paid like $700 for?
The what?
The electric scooter.
Oh no, I was driving around campus just to like charge up the battery because that's what you do. Like you need to get your car
okay.
started
I
and
thought
roll.
you had to go somewhere or something.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I the times at our school, me and Briggs's, are terrible to eat. Okay, like especially.
Wait,
on
what's terrible to
weekends.
eat?
No,
The time, it tastes
the time.
That tastes awful.
Yeah.
You know, they don't prepare it very well.
It's like
It's a long meal.
they close dinner at 6:30, which is
On
ridiculous.
I have a
and
solution
Saturday
for
and
you.
Sunday.
Cheap, effective, filling. Hot dog.
That's
Oh my
true.
god, no. No.
Did somebody
Hot
say
dog.
hot dog?
But
Listen, I love a good glizzy as much as the next guy, but we're not starting this again.
anyway, so I was trying to
Bring it
get
back.
I was trying to get to breakfast the next day because it was about to close, literally like 5 minutes before it closes, and I was like rushing. I went down in my car, tried to start it, and it just went, which doesn't make any sense because I made sure I turned off every single light. There was nothing that should have been draining the power, but somehow just completely dead, and it didn't sound like all the lights came on. So this time it wasn't the battery.
So I
It
think I
was-
figured out. Well, sorry, real quick interjection. I think I figured out what is so weird about Elijah's speech patterns. He always picks the weirdest nouns. Instead of saying he drained the battery, he said he drained the power. Which referring to a car feels like you just
Like
took away its ability to drive.
It
Like-
makes sense, but in the
Like,
it's a weird context.
He never says like the thing that you would, or by you I mean everyone.
the royal you.
But he says something that makes enough sense. You just have to go like, well, yeah, I guess that was
It's
correct.
close enough. It's close enough.
technically r/technically true.
r/technically English.
Anyway,
That's what it
continue.
is.
I think I just figured out. I just dawned
Yeah.
on me.
But so yeah, moral of the story right now, my car doesn't start, and it sucks. I have to rely on Briggs to get here.
Well,
You know, that reminds me of a time when we had another car incident happen with us.
Oh no, this is my
Oh,
car.
yeah.
All right.
A few weeks ago, we decided to.
No, it's my car. It's my story.
Okay, go right ahead.
No, I
fella.
just
My
want to
car, my
I want to preface this with
Yeah, and your
um,
carcinogens.
yeah. I am very particular with driving whenever I'm with a group of people because I have this severe motion sickness. And the only way I don't get it is driving.
It's trust issues. He's covering
one.
it up.
And two, it's trust issues.
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
driving. I don't like other people being in charge of my life.
gotta let Jesus take the wheel, bro.
But really, the majority is the motion sickness thing. So
I agree.
I always drive everywhere. And the way it balances out is I pay for all of the gas. And that's it.
It's a good deal, honestly.
Great deal.
That is good.
And so we were like,
The deal is there is no deal.
we loaded up to go to the casino because we were feeling a little sinful. And on the way, I get this notification, "Hey, you're cooling slow." And I was like, "That's weird."
Notification like it's on his phone.
Well,
Like,
it is. It's like
It's gotta-
it's
We're
like
talking
on the
about-
dashboard.
we're
It's
talking about-
like,
well, that's not your phone.
not
You get a
your
little
phone.
Snapchat
No,
message.
it's
It's your
Elijah
car.
having the
It's
weird
a-
nouns.
it is a no.
Yeah.
It is a physical digital display that pops up with like a notification that says, "Hey, your engine cooling slow."
Alex, I have to interject here. I think I noticed what's strange about your speech pattern.
Dane, please enlighten me with what it is. What was the correct noun to use instead of notification?
Hot dog.
So a hot dog popped
Hot
up
dog.
on my dashboard, telling me my coolant was low, and I was like, "Hey, hot dogs can't talk."
No, it's like written on the hot dog. It's like.
And then I
printed
was
on it.
like, I should be fine. Like, it gives you the notification, and from there you can drive for like, a couple of hours before anything.
Or if you're
happens.
Elijah's case, like 10 more months.
Yeah, 10 more. Like
Hey,
it says, like your car goes, "Hey, change your oil," and you can still drive for like a
Until the
year
pistons lock
before a
up.
problem
Hey,
happens.
all I'm saying is now my car has about 3 tanks of coolant in it, 2 tanks of oil.
It doesn't start.
Yeah.
It's prepared for every eventuality except for the real.
The value of your
important
car
one.
is the value of those 3 things of coolant and those 2 things of oil.
I got other
You
things
got
too.
a
I have
whole
a loop.
$60 in that car.
I have a loop in my car.
So, Alex, what happened?
So, we keep going down the road. I was like, that's I'll have to top her off later. And then we get a little bit farther, and it's like, hey, boss. So we've been working down in the engine factory, and it turns out coolant's real low. Like
The coolant's getting real low. big
Sun's
guy.
getting real over.
like this real bad. And I was like, oh, you don't say. And I was like, well, I guess we'll just we'll get to the closest gas station. And we didn't make it to the closest gas station.
We made it to the side of the busiest highway in Springfield.
Yeah, we made it to the side of the busiest highway I could find. Pulled over to the side of the road, sat there for a good 40 minutes. And we had a great time waiting for my father to come give us some coolant to top us off and get my car fixed.
We were on the side of the road for what? Almost an hour?
Not
Yeah,
to mention the
probably an
treks
hour.
people took to the gas station.
Oh, yeah. We
Oh,
took a
yes.
few. We went on a little
We
field trip.
I think I was
we
the only one
didn't-
that didn't go to a gas
We
station.
didn't land near an exit, but we landed on an overpass.
That we stopped before the overpass.
And then we decided,
moved
hey,
forward.
And
what
then
if
we
we
moved
move
forward.
forward onto the middle of the
And
overpass?
then we moved to the other side of the overpass.
But just below the overpass was a gas station, so we would just take trips down there. And it wasn't fun.
That's why I didn't go.
It spooked me.
Originally, the plan was that I was just gonna go get coolant for Alex, and then Alex was like, "Hang on, it's my car. Let me come with you." So then we both go down there together.
It's
and
also my money. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
it was
reasons
also
why
his
I
money,
should have
yeah.
been there.
Then I had to slide up to the driver's seat to make sure that when the cops came, there was someone in the driver's seat.
It's true.
Yes.
But the cops never came. So
I mean, I don't know they went. What were they gonna do? I need you to move your car immediately.
Hey.
Well,
I would have said,
No, but
officer,
we
I was reading a book.
it's not my fault.
No,
The
but don't-
hot dog popped up on the display.
they still they make checks if you're on the side of the road and stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, also there was a road cleaner that came up behind us.
Oh yeah, dude, he was about to.
And
Now
it
take
was
us
that
like-
now
out.
that spot in the road is particularly dirty. So
We were
take
like-
that,
we were like,
government.
it looked like a big steamroller coming towards us, and we're like, bro, are they gonna move?
Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys ever heard the result to that story. Well, we took the car back to my house where the rest of the cars were, and we just took Dane's to the casino.
Yeah.
My car is fixed. There was a leak in one of the pipe systems.
Oh.
So
Oh,
it was just
Was it leaking onto the
pissing
engine?
coolant. No, actually, believe it or not.
He's
There was no
not.
steam coming through my
Well,
area.
that's good. That's
Inhale
good.
your
I
coolant.
literally have puddles of coolant on top of my
That
engine.
is
You see, I think the difference
What's it
between
taste
your
like?
problem and Elijah's problem is you reacted when the hot dog appeared on the dashboard. Elijah said,
That's
"Oh,
funny. Those symbols must mean something.
I'll get to it."
Let's tape over this.
Hey,
Yeah,
Dad, what's the little teapot mean?
Well, you
Doesn't
know,
a genie come out of that thing?
like you said, Alex, we got your car taken care of, and we ended up. I drove down there to the casino, and when we got there, I think only Elijah and a couple other people, me included, been there before. So we all looked like little scared kids walking in there.
I wasn't scared.
I
I
was-
knew it.
No,
Look at
no.
those big old
I was-
lights.
I knew
I saw your
exactly-
legs trembling. You were pissing. You were worried.
Pissing
I
pants and
shit your
fear.
I knew
Yes.
exactly where I was going to spend my day.
I think you were the only one who made profit. there?
No.
I made profit, and then I bet $60 before walking at the door
Yeah.
on one bet
Oh.
and lost my profit.
That's how it goes.
I'm now down
Dane-
60.
If we want to talk about losing profit,
Listen,
This man.
I had some great
This-
luck.
he
This
had some
man-
ups and downs.
This man was in the red, then in the black, then in the red, then in the black, then in the red, and in the black. While betting on red and black and red and black and red and black and red and black.
Exactly what he said, really. But
He had
So,
at
know-
one point $370 to his name.
well, we'll get there. Okay.
Just
So,
saying.
in order to pay for this event, I had a change jar that I'd just been saving up. I took all my coins. I walked to the bank that morning.
For a rainy day that he chose to use on this bright sunny afternoon that we spent
That's
at the
right.
casino.
That's right. I walked in and I said, "How much will this get me?" And
And they said the jar is worth about $3.
well, they handed me however much it was in cash, like $250 or so. And we get to the casino with my $250 of change, $270. I don't remember. It's all gone now.
I tracked all of our statistics to know.
Well,
if one of us was,
I lost
lose
150%. But anyways, so we go to the roulette table. Alex and I were making progress there, losing a bit, winning a bit, losing a bit, winning a bit.
I was also winning and losing a bit.
Elijah was really great at the casino because instead of gambling, he talked to other people and made them gamble his money. And
Pretty much said, what should I bet on?
by just leaning over to strangers going, how do you play roulette? And then stealing their strategy and then going bankrupt.
And I remember
It worked for a little
there
bit, I was
was
making money.
there was
Well,
the
yeah,
two
that's how-
sitting
that's
there
how
at the
roulette
table
works.
with us, and when Elijah looked at them, one of them looked at him and said, Elijah, there's something strange about your speech pattern.
I can't quite place it.
I can't place it.
Oh man.
They're saying the token instead of the ball.
You
You're
put the chips
joking,
on the tile, and
but
the tile
that's-
gives you points.
That's something that Elijah would do. Instead of saying the ball and the roulette,
token is
he
spinning
would
around the
call
board.
it the token.
Yeah, I mean, fair.
So there we are, after losing and winning.
Barbecue
I
sauce on
start
our titties.
walking around. That's right. And the people at the casino, they looked at me and said, Dane, there's something weird about your titties.
It's covered in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, the same guy, I pulled out my hot dog, started wiping it on there.
I pretty much like an hour in, I'd lost $60 and realized this wasn't the thing for me to do. So I kind of just
an
turned it
hour
off.
in, I think I was up $60.
Yeah.
I think I was
just
down
took it from- I just
150
robbed
at that
Nate.
point.
I like.
Yeah, you
with
were
my,
down.
I made my
pretty
last $20 last there by playing blackjack, but
big. I mean, that's the game.
yeah.
Like the only game that statistically speaking you aren't in a constant decline of losing money, right? Like if you just bet the same thing constantly, is poker because it relies on other people while everything else just relies on chance. But the chance is always slightly lower than 50% at any given time, so you always have slightly less of a chance of winning whenever you sit anywhere.
We're talking about that low chance of winning, though. I hit that low chance. I was walking around. Any machine that started dinging at me, going wing, wing, wing,
Yeah,
making
the whole-
noises.
The whole point of slot machines to just draw you in. With
I
those
know.
like
They
a-
had them
They're like
flashy
a
colors, and
moth.
I said,
Yeah,
oh,
dang,
say
There's the bug
less.
zapper right
If
there.
you
Moth to a flame.
If you
I was
want to know what
flying
it's like
towards it.
going to a casino with Dane, let a moth loose and just bet on whatever it touches.
That's what happened. I walked around. Things would beep at me. I would sit down and put my money in.
And sometimes you would make money.
I was
Tarzan
making
did.
money.
Sometimes
I
you
will
wouldn't.
get to Tarzan.
Tarzan was the thing.
I'm walking around. I'm winning, and eventually, here stands this man. Buff.
rugged.
Oh, he sculpted.
Rippling
I was.
pecs.
His name tag said Jerry. He
Oh.
was a security guard.
No.
He came home with a new friend.
The Tarzan. No other. Am I talking to the Tarzan machine? The thing about this machine, what really drugged me in, was the flashing noises. That's right.
flashing
That's right.
Not the
Oh,
flashing
the
lights,
flashing-
and not the loud noises.
The flashing colors, the flashing
Dane, there's
noises.
something really weird I've noticed about your speech pattern.
Yeah? What about my speech
You used the
pattern?
wrong
You
adjectives.
drop adjectives.
So I sit down. Tarzan beckons me to sit down. I sit down there. I put my money in. At this point, I'm down 200%. I had no money.
200% means you're down about $460.
That's right. That's right. Well, I put my last of my money in, and I bet a couple small bets, and then I put the rest of it in. Put one big bet, and little did I know, the machine starts spinning, whoosh, 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 and then it's like, hooray! And the animals on the Tarzan machine, they start singing. That's the thing about this machine. Like they had elephants and other Tarzan creatures.
And it was a
It's
real
like-
long song. Like it
Yeah,
really
you
like
won
it
a lot of
wasn't
money.
quick. Yeah, I hit like not the jackpot, but like it brought me to a wheel that I could spin that I could win the jackpot.
14
But anyways,
spins.
the circle of life basically starts playing.
Pretty much.
Hakuna Matata, everything. The jungle wants me to have this money. Now, it gave me
You're the king of
Tarzan swung out of the machine, made out with me. And that was the jackpot.
Tarzan had some luscious lips. I
left
observed
a
that.
tip.
I
More than the tip in.
Oh.
his pecs were
Oh my god.
He's got washboard
well,
ass.
how much
Some
mo-
people might call
Anyway,
it cum
Jerry said
gutters.
you're not allowed back.
Okay, anyways, how much money did you actually make from that one spin?
So from that one spin, it gave me like 10 free spins or whatnot. It felt like a mobile game ad, okay? But from that, I won $160 from that spin off like
Wow.
a $5 bet. I'm like,
It didn't.
That's
push,
awesome.
I don't think it pushed you back into black, but it pushed you back into what you said you're comfortable losing that day. 'Cause
Yeah,
you've gone way
yeah.
past.
At that
Yeah.
point, I was almost back to being down $10 or so. So I went back to the roulette table, and it gets better.
We're all good
Grave
stories
mistake.
starting. In.
I lost once again. I lost all my money, so I bet it all on 00, and I won. I won $60, and then I bet that 60. I think I won that 62, and then I lost.
It was all interspersed with us going, Dane, save your money.
Yeah,
Save your money, Dane.
Yeah, there was,
has
I didn't hear
never
anything.
heard of the phrase "quit while you're ahead."
He's quit whenever you're done.
No, yeah, quit when you have no money, and
Quit-
that's what I did.
Quit when you have to. is what Dane does.
Quit when you're financially unstable.
See, here's the thing. Here's the big difference between me and Dane. I lost $125.
Your name's Elijah.
Oh, that's
That's a
true.
big one.
It's your
but-
DNA, probably.
But
Your speech pattern.
what's really
Your
is the
car.
fact that he has a job.
Are you don't have a job?
I don't have
That's-
a job. No.
he is-
That's the biggest difference between you and Dane is that
Yeah.
is that he has a
So
job.
I went in with about $40 of cash that I got from Christmas, and $90 of my BioLife money that I got from donating plasma, and I put that all together, and I think that's that's $130 I spent instantly on the casino and roulette. I mean, I lost all my money at roulette. I didn't go anywhere else. Okay, that's not true.
Tried craps.
I tried crabs. I did good.
You also walked up to a table and said, "I've never played this game before. Woman at table, teach me how to play."
and she scammed me.
And
She
who
did
would
her
have
job.
guessed the person working for the casino, who not to profile or anything, who did not speak English as a first language, I'm fairly confident, attempted to explain to Elijah how to play this game that was incredibly over the top and
Yeah,
convoluted.
All kinds of combinations of things.
And Elijah goes, "What would you do?" And she goes, I'd bet it." And Elijah goes, "All right," and then loses it immediately.
She was like, "Oh, bad idea."
Bad idea.
Like literally seconds from going, "Yeah, it's like a pretty okay hand," to "You lost," and Elijah going, "Why'd I lose?" And her going,
Because this card was this.
Yeah.
The crabs table had a bunch of nice people.
This craps.
Yeah, craps is probably
With a
one of
P,
the-
not
The crab table?
crabs table.
If you want,
Craps.
if you want like to feel like you're the king of the world, you go to the craps table because like everyone's there is like rallying behind
It's
you.
like-
They're like,
You
"Yeah."
feel like Tony Stark rolling the dice down the table.
Yeah.
The amount of times I messed up with the dice, I put them underneath the table, and they're like, "Whoa, bring them back up here," and they checked them. They did it about 3 times. I felt so bad 'cause it's just
funny.
it's just like
Just try
like
not to get
I want to
scammed.
pick up the dice and like move them in this hand over here and then throw them. But they're like, "Whoa, you can't take them out of the table. They got to stay above here." And it just feels weird to pick them up like this and then throw them. I want to like bring them back
Well,
here.
that's
and
why you
then-
gotta do like
and
the
then throw them.
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pick up, flip, and then you Yahtzee.
Yeah.
play with them a little.
For our audio listeners,
Yahtzee
I
is a
moved my
game
hand.
where you put dice in a cup.
I have a Kermit the Frog Yahtzee.
I'm Kermit the Frog.
Oh boy.
That was not Kermit the Frog. You're a liar. You're a fraud.
You see the thing about Elijah's speech pattern.
Kermit's third cousin Jeff, bro.
You know,
It's Jeb the
to
Frog.
to wrap up that casino story, we basically all lost, as you do as a casino.
Well,
Yeah.
But the real jackpot was the friends we made along the way, I would
and the
say.
Cheddar's meal we had after.
Tarzan.
And the cheddars
That's
we
true.
had after.
We ate cheddars.
But we drove back with no money, and we decided to start a podcast soon after. So
And listen to amazing music on the way back.
We do accept donations, anything $100 or more, please.
We'll put our
cash only. The
Please
government
feed
is
my,
not not laying their hands on this.
Check the description for Elijah's credit card information and just deposit it directly into his
Yeah.
account.
Do not steal it. Do not steal it.
Please
Do not
don't
steal
take
it.
any of the money.
Please help me with my casino addiction. I want to go back. I need money.
No, you're gonna.
We're
spend
not
it
letting
on a
him go
car.
back,
We're
but-
gonna spend it on a car.
We're
buddy.
gonna-
spend
you
it
need
on
a car.
That could be our podcast sponsor. There's there's that like
The casino?
no, there's like this
Anti-gambling.
anti-gambling people who sponsor some
Yeah,
podcasts
like,
and are like
Gamblers
get help.
Anonymous. Or
And it takes
whatever.
like 5 minutes to do the ad read because you have to list like every state and how to like come in contact with someone. Because like you're like if you're in Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, or
We have to-
this,
you
call
say-
417
You say the
or
state
whatever.
and then read the phone number out.
Well, everyone, if you want to hear us do a 5-minute gambling sponsor, the way you can help us out is support us. We have our social media, our Twitter handle.
Oh yes, the social medias are up now.
Yeah.
We should plug this much
Yeah,
earlier. in the
go
episode.
ahead, plug the Twitter.
Where look out for our Twitter at some sort of pod. POD on the in there because podcast was too long.
We also, depending on where you're listening to this, we're on Spotify. Go ahead, rate us 5 stars. If you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe, and comment below.
And we know that we sound like those super stereotypical, hey, like and subscribe, because only 50% of you are actually subscribed to this channel. But it really does help out a lot, especially for people who don't exist on the face of the internet right now.
It does. We're trying to get our foothold in there. It helps us grow, and let us know like what you guys like. If there's a specific part about this video or audio that you guys liked, go ahead, comment, tell us, hey, I really liked when you made fun of Elijah for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
That was my
if
favorite
you guys
part.
don't like
segment.
me, just go ahead and say. I mean, I'll quietly leave.
We episode 50, we will be having a survivor style vote off of one of the members.
There is also a TikTok at some sort of podcast on TikTok. So if you have TikTok, give us a follow there too.
If we get 100 followers on TikTok, we'll put Elijah on an island and record what happens.
Also,
We'll
just
tape
so
him to the wall.
we'll start a second podcast called Some Sort of Podcast 2.
without Elijah.
just so everyone knows, if no matter where you're watching this, we're pretty much on like every major podcasting streaming service except Apple. But it
Curse
doesn't.
you guys.
But
Not
if-
Jeff Bill Gates.
if you want to watch it, no matter where, it is a great help to us, and we thank you for that.
Listen to it 17 times on every platform you can find.
All right, well, guys, you got anything else to say?
Multiplication.
Hot dog. Well, everyone, this has been. What has this been, guys?
Some
Sort of podcast.